I'm Franklin, and this is a look at March the 28th. If you were born today, March 28th, you are the fire sign Aries, ruled by Mars, designated as house number 1 in the zodiac, and living up to that billing and reconciling what you appear to be to others. This is your fate in this lifetime. Those born March 28 are allowed to skip needed steps, jump to the front of the line, and then pay for it, pay for their lack of proper preparation, and they have to go back to square one and start over again. This is the influence that will be felt by everyone on this date, March 28th. Jumping ahead of others, just because you can get away with it, will be rewarded or punished by your own karma to show you that you can receive too much of even a good thing. Now, here's a look at the future for those born on March 28th. This year, a part of your life comes to an end as you find the courage to say that you've had enough of seeing this loop that's been repeating, and you will now replace the known with some unknown. You're ready to bless and release what you attracted into your life based entirely on what you happen to look like, and now give a new reality a landing site and a reason to come into being. Now, this month, for those born on March 28th, you will receive a message from a soul that you haven't heard from in quite some time. And this may come to you through your dreams or fantasies, where this soul shows up and delivers a message about reuniting in the future. And now here's a look at today, for those born today, March 28th. It is impossible to change other people, and it is impossible to change the past, either yours or theirs. So the test for knowing if another soul belongs in your life at this time, in this lifetime, is whether you can forgive them of their mistakes. Many who cannot forgive are still together to punish each other. Now, today's number is 13, and that means taking communication up to the level of understanding what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. When you find yourself in the right place at the right time, this is your guides telling you that you are on the right path. But when everything is out of order and your path is blocked by circumstance, this is your guides calling for change. And here's a look at the tarot. The energy of today, March 28th, is represented by death. And when this card comes up in a reading, it says that your problems are being caused by putting off making necessary decisions and making needed changes in your life. What is no longer working needs to go. And if a situation no longer makes you happy, then change that situation by removing yourself. Now, the element for today, those born March 28th share the rare gifts of fire sign creativity and Aries enthusiasm. So they are extremely good at self-promoting, and they excel at handling change and making change work for them by getting out in front of the wave instead of following the crowd. Now, here's a look at the health of those born on March 28th. They are so creative that they end up working too many different projects at once, and this wears them thin. And then they lose track of where they are and what they're doing. So it's really best that they always buckle their seatbelt and stay away from high-risk areas or high-risk jobs. These souls need to use food as medicine or fuel to keep them running at first capacity, to keep them running at full speed. The biggest health risk for those born on March 28th is the self-sabotage of not balancing work with play and proper rest. Now, in love, only the most secure and most self-sufficient souls have a chance of creating a long-lasting relationship with those born on March 28th. The not-so-subtle, passive-aggressive ways of these people creates power struggles, issues of dependence and independence, and these tend to keep their relationships out of balance until they reach the age of about 35 to 40. And this is when they begin to allow their drive for success to connect them with others who are also working this path. Now here's a look at the career and the gifts and the talents that have been given those born on March 28th. These people have been successful in any career that involves sharing their knowledge. And that would be inventor, writer, really any self-made success. So the lesson for those who started out in life rich was to use that money and power that they've been given wisely. Those born March 28th can do well in any career that allows their mind freedom to roam and explore new ideas. Now, here's a look at the energy, both the positive and negative sides. When those born on March 28th are working their inborn energy on the plus side of zero, everything they touch or do receives a positive charge. They do not have to try to avoid wealth and power to feed their own self-image as a conduit for positive energy, but they only have to direct that energy for the benefit of the world. These people are like a lightning rod that attracts positive energy when they express that energy as trust and openness to change. This energy exchange between the past and present gives them the ability to both give and receive charity and compassion. When those born on March 28th are working their energy from below zero, this invisible negative force causes other people to misunderstand the motives of these people. And the more that others mistrust them and demand proof of their good intentions, the more that they mistrust the intentions of those other people. This makes others fear them. And the more they fear others, the more they attract these people. And they still just don't really understand what's happening here and why. The more that they try to manipulate people, the more others try to control them with manipulation. You cannot cheat an honest soul, but their need for wealth and power sometimes leaves them open to negotiations and temptations. So, on March the 28th, the advice to everyone is to say no to the temptation of receiving something that you have not paid for, or your subconscious will be forced to scuttle your pleasure boat to show you the power of the mind to sabotage ill-gotten gains. And that's a look at March the 28th. If you like what you see here, please hit the subscribe button.